Alright, so today we're here with Jeff Torbert. Jerry is in New York, and Jeff is here, and he's going to talk a little bit about his experiences with the CMW and sort of what he's been doing post-CMW, and that kind of thing. So,
yeah.
How are you doing?
It's good. Well, just getting back from Banff, kind of been hard, taking a while to land.
Yeah.
It's kind of another world. Higher altitude too, but also just another world, musical world. It's pretty amazing.
Cool. So, you took the CMW.
Mm-hmm.
Can you describe your experience?
Yeah, totally.
taking it?
I actually took it when I was, first time I took it when I was 15 or so on piano, actually. And that changed my life then, but I realized I wanted to play guitar after that. And so then I didn't take it, that was in like 97, and then I didn't take CMW again until I graduated with my Dow degree in guitar in 2004. And then I took it 5 years in a row or something, and then started kind of being, helping a bit, kind of faculty and training in a way since then. So yeah, it's kind of been a constant throughout my musical life in a way, the whole CMW approach. And yeah, I'd say it's really been the defining feature of my path as a musician is a bigger view of music that's not kind of limited to commercial views or even just one type of skill. It's more like an artistic path. So it's kind of looking at music as an art form that permeates into your everyday life. That's kind of a lot of jargon. But yeah, it's really the way it's really defined my whole musical path. So what I'm working on, who my teachers have been, who I've been playing with, the kind of music I'm creating and improvising. I think it all kind of comes from this workshop.
Yeah.
To be bold.
No, I can understand that. That's like the beauty of this program, really, is that it teaches you so many things, but the things that you can apply to your music in all aspects.
Right.
Throughout years and years and years. It's not the kind of thing that you can spend like a week and sit down and just
learn
plug
this
it out.
thing. Yeah.
It's a concept. It's concepts that you can continually apply.
Yeah, one thing Jerry says a lot is sort of training the whole person, not just this technique on this instrument, but the whole musician that's involved in music making, and how to train all the aspects of that really takes a long time and a big view.
Yeah. So you had mentioned that you just recently got back from Banff. How do you feel that the CMW really prepared you for Banff, or do you feel that there's a connection between the two programs?
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, the Banff School is a pretty prestigious institution.
Yeah, definitely, and it's kind of a neat thread because with Jerry teaching at Banff, I kind of already had a connection to what it was kind of going to be like, not having been there. And so what I've discovered after being there, the Banff program, because it's auditioned and they draw from people all over the world, the playing level is extremely high. I mean, some of these participants are people that I would just buy their CD, and they're fellow participants, and some of them I'm like, you should be on faculty. This is ridiculous. So the level of musicianship was pretty outstanding. But what I was interesting is that this program I find trains the individual almost more fully, where that program is more like getting you to do things with your training. So it's sort of, I don't know, to me they actually are really linked. They're working on little kind of different aspects of the same thing. But I definitely feel like my experience in CMW made my Banff experience that much richer because I had that training on an individual level. I mean, in CMW you get such kind of personal attention and you get a chance to really work with all of your musical obstacles. Where in Banff you're kind of just thrown into this pool of musicians and you just have to make music, and you're composing and rehearsing and recording and you're just getting thrown around. There's so many faculty, different faculty every week, and it's just kind of this musical madhouse. And kind of wherever you were at before you got there, you kind of just have to lay it on the table and do everything you can. So I feel like the CMW really kind of nurtured that seed more directly, where the Banff was kind of more an outward thing of actually like putting it to practice.
Right. It's an inward
Yeah,
sort of journey versus like an outward
yeah,
exploration.
I think so.
Yeah.
Yeah, in terms of actually doing all these external activities with your training.
Yeah. That's great. Who when you were at Banff, who did you get to study with? Was it Monder or Rosenwinkel that was?
Oh, guitar player, yeah, Ben Monder
Yeah.
and Mary Halvorsen, New York, young
Yeah.
New York guitarist. She's amazing, and David Gilmour. Not the Pink Floyd David Gilmour. I had some students who were like, "You're going to study with David Gilmour." Totally freaked out. Felt bad. It wasn't, but amazing with this David Gilmour is, he played with N Bass and Steve Coleman's five elements and stuff. He's amazing. And Jeff Parker, the other guitar players.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, the other people, Hank Roberts, Dave Douglas, who was the only person there for all 3 weeks, and there's different faculty each week. He is just an amazing individual, up there with Jerry, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty high up.
Yeah, they're good. Good team. It's too good.
So, you're playing at the Jazz Festival this year. You're playing on the 16th at the Seahorse with your own group.
Yeah.
And you're playing at a program or a concert that's kind of dear to us at the CMW. Not that yours is dear too, but the Spontaneous Combustion Orchestra and the CMW are closely linked. And you're playing at the final version of that, the orchestra.
Yeah.
So those
and
are
the one before that with Simon and Norm Adams and
perfect.
Christian.
Great. Yeah. So there's 3 shows that if you're in town, you should definitely check out. But aside from those shows, what's like a show that someone coming in that you're really excited for?
I'm excited for Dave Binney.
Binney, yeah, me too.
Yeah, I think he's going to be outstanding. I mean, I've seen him before, and it's just amazing stuff. He kind of, to me, he represents the best of what the downtown New York scene can kind of put out in terms of, the music's really complex and intense, but it's still beautiful. He's really great. So I'm really excited with him. De La Soul, of course.
Yeah.
Pretty exciting. And then, I'm actually really excited about like Simon's band and Dan Weiss playing with them, and there's some. It's neat. This jazz festival is really neat because I find when a lot of these great musicians come to town, sometimes you get to see them in different groups, and it's not just like a one-off show. So some of that, like I can't memorize the whole thing, but anything with Dan Weiss is going to be great, and all the shows with Simon Fisk.
Yeah.
So it's pretty amazing.
That's a great thing about the festival is that you do get to see, one guy in 3 different groups in different scenarios, and he's might be coming from somewhere, but we've managed to put him in a few different,
ensembles. I think that's really what gives it a kind of community feel too. It's getting people to kind of playing with each other, and I think the Spontaneous Combustion Orchestra really helps with that in terms of getting everyone to play together, and those shows are amazing because there's no rehearsals. We just show up and make music together. So it's really kind of I think the essence of what a jazz festival could be about. It's really bringing people in from all over and getting them to spontaneously create.
Yeah.